Hello, welcome to the Nai Radio and Television Station. Here come the latest updates. According to the General Statistics Office, in the first 4 months of 2020, the US is the largest export market of Vietnam with a turnover of 20.3 billion USD, increasing 13.4% over the same period last year. Total import and export turnover of goods was estimated at 162.83 billion USD, up 3.4% over the same period last year, in which export turnover of the whole country reached 82.94 billion USD, up 4.7%. The trade balance of goods in 4 months was estimated at trade surplus of 3 billion USD. Commodity export in April 2020 was estimated at 19.7 billion USD, down 18.4% compared to March. Compared to the same period last year, export turnover in April 2020 decreased by 3.5%. About import markets in 4 months, China was Vietnam's largest import market with an estimated turnover of 22.7 billion USD, down 0.1% over the same period last year. In 2020, the land rent of enterprises in Đồng Nai is over 300 billion Vietnam dong. The amount to be bought in the first and second quarter of this year is more than 150 billion Vietnam dong, and this amount has been extended. According to the Đồng Nai Tax Department, FDR enterprises and domestic enterprises in Đồng Nai have been extended a tax payment term limit of about 5 months. In Đồng Nai, the largest source of tax revenue from FDI enterprises is about 13 to 14 trillion Vietnam dong per year, followed by local state enterprises with over 2.5 trillion Vietnam dong per year, central state enterprises over 2 trillion Vietnam dong per year, personal income tax more than 5 trillion Vietnam dong per year. Đồng Nai Department of Taxation said that it has extended the term of paying taxes to enterprises in the province until the end of the year at the request of the government. Both foreign and domestic businesses enjoy the same preferential tax policies. Regarding the 62 trillion Vietnam dong support package, Đồng Nai Social Policy Bank has announced a procedure to lend employers to pay severance payment to employees who are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. In order to be considered for a loan, the enterprise must fully meet the following conditions. It is included in a list of employers eligible to borrow capital to pay for the approved job discontinuation salary. There's no bad debt at credit institutions and foreign banks branches as of December 31st, 2019, and there are plans to borrow and commit to pay debts in full and on time. The loan must not exceed 50% of the regional minimum wage per person per month, maximum for 3 months from April to June 2020. The interest rate is 0% per year and the overdue interest rate is 12% per year. Loan term will be agreed with BBSP, but not more than 12 months, and customers do not have to guarantee loan. The disbursement will be made until the end of July the 31st, 2020. After weeks of implementing social distancing measures to combat the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, since May the 4th, European companies have begun to loosen their blockade measure. After 2 months of applying the blockade, for the first time, people are allowed to walk in the park and visit relatives from May the 4th. Only takeaways is allowed in restaurants, and wholesalers can be reopened for business. Slovenia, Poland, and Hungary reopened public places. In Spain, extremely strict blockade orders were loosened in turn on April 26th and May the 2nd. As for May the 4th, some small businesses like hairdressers can serve individual customers by appointment. As of May the 4th, German schools will reopen. Museums, religious venues, zoos, and amusement parks are also ready to welcome visitors again. The inter-Korean border was heating up when a shooting occurred between troops of the two regions on May the 3rd. North Koreans were the first to fire, but the US said it was inadvertent. The U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said that the North Korean shootings towards South Korea in the demilitarized zones was an incident, and there was no casualties on people. He said, handfuls of shots came across the north. We think those were accidental. South Koreans did return fire. There was no loss of lives on either side. The South Korean military has previously said that the North Korea fired multiple rounds at the watchtower across the border, forcing the force to fire a response. Soldiers on guard at the watchtowers near the border town of Jongwon heard many gunshots and found 4 bullet holes on the watchtower wall. Korea did not record any damage to people or facilities. The incident came a day after North Korean state media reported that Kim Jong-un had reappeared after nearly 3 weeks of public absence without any explanation. That's all the news for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.